just won't talk.
I hate introductions too. So, Tekken Tag 2 is one of the better fighting games, but that is not something that the masses agree with.
No, although people who are diehard Tekken fans, actually a lot of ones who played Tekken for a long time, actually think Tekken Tag 2 is a masterpiece. And, well, I shouldn't say some people. All right, here we go. Here's a gamer comparison. Tekken Tag 2, Morrowind. Tekken 7, Skyrim. So you've got that same kind of like division going on there where you got, oh, this isn't as cool or as deep or, as, you got the old school, like, because Tekken Tag 2 is way more complicated than Tekken 7.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why some people like it.
Well, we liked it enough to beat it.
Well, I think Tekken Tag 2 is amazing.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I think it's amazing is because I got so burnt out on Tekken 7.
And that was the fault of...
Well, it was nobody's fault but my own. I didn't have to play it as much as I did, but I did.
Well, what burnt me out of Tekken...
Get good.
Yeah, that's a bunch of foolishness. What burnt me out of Tekken 7 was all the ridiculous characters they kept adding.
Yeah,
that
was
weren't
annoying
Tekken
too.
characters.
Yep.
They could have been adding Tekken characters.
Well, they're still doing that now in fighting games. They're now adding more and more characters that are not. Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Soul Calibur 2, Namco's always had a history of it because Soul Calibur 2 had Spawn on the Xbox, it had Link on the GameCube.
But there was like one, maybe two special characters.
Right.
Or cameos.
Right.
But Tekken 7, it was getting to be like a third of the roster was not even Tekken.
It was pretty bad. And even some
And they kept nerfing the good characters.
Yes.
So that their Christmas characters were the best.
Yes. What was it? I think it was that. I think where I really stopped playing Tekken 7 was when Leroy came out, and then they had a tournament, and literally every single top 5 contestant was Leroy.
And they weren't picking him because, oh, he's so cool. No, it's because you could win with him.
Yes. There's no such thing as bottom tier if you like them. That's how it used to be.
That's how it used to be.
That's what Saint said.
That's what Saint said. And I agree.
But you know what? We're spending way more time complaining about Tekken 7 and about how it went downhill than we are talking about Tekken Tag 2.
We must be slightly passionate about Tekken. Just slightly.
I am passionate about Tekken.
It was one of my favorite fighting games when we were in the FGC.
For some reason, Tekken rewarded me more for the time that I put into it than any other fighting game.
You're really good.
Thank you.
Anyways, Tekken Tag 2, the reason why I like Tekken Tag so much, and Tekken Tag 2, just Tekken Tag, they need to make a Tekken Tag 3, is because you and I can be tag team.
Yep, yeah, that's true.
Teammates.
Yep.
That's why I love Tekken Tag over
other fighting
just
games.
Just regular, yeah. Why is that so rare?
Because a lot of well, I mean, they're arcade games, and so first of all, I've never actually. Well, we played on a Tekken Tag 2 arcade machine. Was there 4 controllers? Was on the cabinet? Was there actual 4 cabinets? Because that'd be a massive cabinet. I don't think there was. I think the whole co-op thing is console only, because that would be extremely expensive for Namco to make an arcade cabinet with 4 controllers. We weren't playing together? No, I think either you were watching me play at Evo or
I think you could choose.
But it was still 2.
There were still 2 people, but I think you could choose to be teammates or...
On the arcade version?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I'd have to look that up.
I think it was... because I know... Well, like, for example, Marvel vs. Capcom 1... The arcade version could not be co-op, but the Dreamcast version was. It was one of the reasons why you buy it on Dreamcast. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Tekken Tag 2 did not have arcade co-op if you actually went to the arcades. I'm pretty sure.
You're probably right.
And then it was a console exclusive.
Yeah, I was probably misremembering because it was our first date.
That wasn't Tekken Tag 2 that we played on our first date. That was Tekken Tag 1.
Oh, we've never played Tekken Tag 2 then together.
No, that's what I'm saying.
In an arcade.
I've played it on an arcade machine, but it was at Evo.
I've been absorbed with Tekken Tag this whole review.
No. Tekken Tag 2, I played at Evo in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And I think I was by myself and you were watching me. I think you were probably videotaping me with the camera because I was doing my Korean backdash and complaining about how I couldn't do my Korean backdash on that
I remember this
stick.
now. At that moment, we were having two different memories, and I was trying to make it all make sense.
That's what marriage is all about.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else we should be saying about Tekken Tag 2?
I mean, what else can we say? It's got a really hard boss. It was one of the last Tekken games where Namco used its own proprietary engine, before it was switched over to Unreal.
That's interesting.
So, what's one of the reasons why the loading times in this is way shorter than in Tekken 7. Tekken 7 loading times are insane.
Tekken's always had really cool backgrounds, too. I remember Tekken Tag 2 having good backgrounds.
Tekken 7 lacked in good backgrounds. Almost everything was...
They had volcanoes, and I think there was 3 volcano stages.
There was. And there's volcano stages as well in Tekken.
Yes.
Every Tekken game seems to have volcano stage. But, just like the old King of Fighters games, in Tekken Tag 2, if they were themed. There's a Dutch theme.
Yes.
And then there was a Japanese theme, schoolyard theme that was kind of reminded me of rival schools, But they all had a theme to it. It wasn't just here's a platform and let's throw some stuff in the background and make this thing sell. And I think some of the reasons for why the Tekken 7 was so bland compared to Tekken Tag 2 when it came to backgrounds is because of the Unreal Engine. I think they were trying to cut down on load times. For some reason, people are obsessed with that engine.
And it did have long load times, Tekken 7.
Especially on the PS4. That's why a lot of people played it on PC. And a lot of people were asking if they could switch to PC for the tournaments, because you're spending your time sitting there just waiting. So
yeah, I remember that.
Tekken Tag 2, it's very underrated.
Very.
And I think it's one of Namco's greatest achievements. It's a good game.
I agree.